Okay, welcome. I'm excited to do a reading for you guys today because it's February 2nd, 2022. And so I just really wanted to bring this reading to you because I've been called to do it for a while. It's been like 4 days that I'm supposed to have been done like this reading and tell you guys what's going on. Right now, I'm not one of those people that can tell you specifically what's going on in the cosmos, but we did have a retrograde in Venus, and it seems like, love complications are kind of over, but let's just see what like the future entails. And you guys know how I like to do, so let's get into it. I am going to be doing a little channeling when it comes to, even though, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I am going to be doing a little channeling this time. Because I feel like the messages are strong today, and lately I just been having like idea after idea after idea, and just kind of seeing how people are, how they play out into like the life that I have. And yeah, so let's get some insight on that. I already shuffled the cards, so look, I'm like already shuffled the cards. Victory. Okay, so we'll cut the deck. Oh. Okay. Heavenly Father, ancestors, spirit guides, and protective angels, thank you for letting me wake up this day and just appreciate and be grateful for my life. Like, thank you for guiding me and presenting me with opportunities and ways to change. I appreciate all of the signs that you've been giving me, because I want to talk about that. If you can help me channel that message, like the signs and synchronicities that people are having, I would really appreciate that. And you know how I read my cards, so if you're not called upon in this reading, you're not welcome. And there it goes. Amen. Okay, so starting off, I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. This one always brings me clarity like everybody else. It's just like kind of the staple of tarot. So what messages do we have today for the collective? Okay, so I have the Hanged Man and the Queen of Wands. So both of these came out at the same time. Already I'm getting, maybe you've been having like new ideas, but not knowing how to get there. But you are really like hopeful in situation. Maybe you're working a lot, so you don't really have time to work on like these ideas, but you keep them like in your head and you're being really hopeful. Sorry, I should show you. And you're being really hopeful here. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is someone who's a major manifester, someone who's also really creative and likes to take lead. She has like a very intuitive side as well. Maybe you're somebody that taps into their intuition, or like maybe you meditate and get these ideas, and then like this whole time, like you just been sitting on ideas. It's like you grew this one flower and you could have like a whole garden type deal. Okay, but like, yeah, maybe you're like an artist too, because like how she's holding like the sunflower compared to like the staff. Okay. What other messages do we have for the collective? Okay. So we have the Strength card. Yeah, I definitely think right now your creative streak is like, it's almost like inside of these cards too. It's like your creative streak is like, how do you put it? How I see it in my brain is there's a business side of you, and then there's like a fun side of you. It's just like part of you is really creative, and part of you is like not necessarily like stubborn, but like I don't have like a wide vocabulary for this, and I'm pretty high. So part of you is also like you use your perspective. You're more like a realist, if that makes sense. And so yeah, with you having like both sides like that, you don't really have much time to like explore your creative side and like be like, you know, the inner kid like that you want to be. Everybody wants to be like a kid, you know what I'm saying? That's why we cherish them. They're like the future. So let's see. So yeah, you've been having to, it's like when I look at these two cards, she has lions on top of her chair. It's just like, oh man, if I could only wish to, okay, it's like if I can only wish to, like, you know, play with this lion, and you see other people playing with like lions and being fruitful, but like you're kind of like sitting over here. So maybe you're sitting on the sidelines, kind of like waiting for something to happen. But it's just like also you're a queen, so you can't just like leave your throne, you know, to go play. That's not really how it works. I mean, not in the 5D. I mean, in the 3D, it doesn't really work like that. What other messages do we have for the collective? The King of Swords. Okay. So Queen of Wands, King of Swords. Queen of Wands, someone who's creative. King of Swords, someone who's kind of cutthroat. He's just like about his business, you know. Maybe he's very practical. Isn't very like spontaneous, you know. But it's like he's always on guard. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you're around somebody that like doesn't trust you. Like they trust you enough to like let you inside, but they don't like trust you enough to like handle their mortgage or something like that. I don't know. Okay, yeah, and then we have the 10 of Cups. So I'm all touching this deck. There's a deck over here that I'm going to clarify with today. It's the Moon. So maybe secretly you have to be, like I said, two of these people, like a part of him has like these butterflies in the background of his chair. And like, you know, butterflies would be necessarily like in a scenery like this, like an open backyard, everybody's having fun, like there's a rainbow outside, you know. And so, oh man, maybe someone you're around also, this is definitely, I feel like yourself too. It's like part of you wants to be really creative, and then part of you is like really serious or has to be serious. And so you're really caught in a place right now where you can't be creative. You can't like just let loose and be free. And be like in like this 10 of Cups. Like, look, they don't even got shoes on. He doesn't even have shoes on. So they're living the life. If you could just be outside with like no shoes on, no care, go to work with no shoes, that's how you know you're living the life. Okay. What other messages do you have for the collective? You don't have no shoes on. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have the Judgment card and the Page. Oh wait, the Page of Wands. Man, okay. Already you're getting an idea. This energy of you feeling stuck and looking at other, like, kind of like looking, it's like the kid that's like on recess and you got in trouble and you had to like look outside and watch everybody else play. It's almost like that, but not, it is kind of self-sabotage, but not all of it self-sabotage. You know, sometimes we have to go in people's lives and teach them lessons because sometimes the lessons aren't for us. And I don't think I know anybody who just lives their life and it's just like, yeah, everything I choose is for myself and everything I do is for myself. You can be that type of person, but most people who I interact with and who are on like my frequency, it's all about like, you know, equal reciprocation, like, you know, trying to be supportive, trying to understand, because it's going to go both ways. It's not just going to be like, you know, me lending myself out and my energy out. It's definitely like, because we have a close bond and we understand that, and they know, and the people that I know that understand energy know that it's fluid, you know, so it's always going to be like a movement. It's going to, if you get it, it's going to come. If you don't get it, you know, so because it's like that, that's just, you know, the type of, that's what I understand about it. But there is going to be a situation here where you do get an idea, and there's going to be an opportunity with the Judgment card for you to really like show out. Is that what I'm getting? Can I clarify that? I mean, it's like, is it going to be a message? It's going to be like, oh my God, Everybody's like, yeah. Everybody's like, there's an angel in the sky. That's what everybody's like. Yeah, there's an angel in the sky. Sorry, my hands aren't done because sometimes I'm not that girl. Sometimes I'm that girl. The girls who get it, get it. The girls who don't, don't. People gotta go to work. Okay, so the Judgment card. Okay, I have the the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So with this, because there's other cards up here, but these two cards came out and I wanted to clarify that you're going to get a new idea, and this idea is going to definitely bring like some type of aha moment where you can persevere and move forward. And then I wanted to clarify, so it's the Queen of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. So maybe this is some advice to not give in to like people who are trying to be petty. You know they're petty. You know that they talk over you. You know that, they're very like out there and dramatic, and they seem like they care, but like they halfway don't care. It's like they have a really big ego, so they need to feed their ego. And you're the Queen of Pentacles, really focusing like on yourself, not so much like egotistical, but just somebody who like, knows their worth. So it's just like, okay, let me focus on the shit that I got in front of me. Let me focus on this pinnacle that I have in front of me. And then, like other people are going to try to like throw you off and like distract you. That's literally a distraction, but it's not always like that. It's like hurt people. You were in the game too at one point. Everyone who's in the game and understands life, you're in the game, whether you like it or not. So whether it's hurting people, understanding where they're coming from, like trying to betray people, whatever it is, whatever your intentions are, that's part of the game. And so I said, listen to that. And whatever your intentions are is part of the game. And that's why, you can't mess around with everybody, because you don't know what their intentions are. And that's why people want you to be straight up. But yeah, with this energy, it just definitely looks like someone's trying to get you distracted, maybe when this idea comes in. But I kind of want to know what that's about as well. Tell me about this distraction. Why does this person want to be deceitful? Ancestors, why does this person want to be deceitful? There's also a little bit of like fire in this angel's hair, and then also fire. It's almost like, is this constructed chaos? Oh no. Not that I say that. Look at this. Okay, so fire in her hair, fire in his hair. Is this like a constructed chaotic moment? But why? Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, because why do we have the Queen of Pentacles here as well? If that's somebody who's like trying to work diligently. I see her focusing on herself and minding her business. So like, what is this constructed? The 9 of Pentacles? I don't know. 9 of Pentacles is the energy of being abundant, being like, your own boss, really being fruitful, having the desires, deserving the desires that, you long for. Because in reality, there's some things that do come true. Like, I don't care what anyone says. There's been moments where I'm like, oh my God, I didn't think this was going to happen. And you don't always have to go through like turmoil to get there. I just think that there's a lesson that has to be taught. And I hate the word lesson sometimes, just because it is true. It is the word lesson. But it's more of it's a realization, that something has to change, or something stagnant. Like there needs to be some type of change or difference that's happening in the moment. And you can't really experience that unless you go through something emotional or traumatic, or, these lessons. And so, but the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles, those are both beautiful energies. I mean, 9 being a master number, Queen of Pentacles being like a queen, and just being like having like an empire, and just really, and so it's like, what's the message here? What is the connection between these two? What's the connection between the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles? I'm like, ooh. So I had the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands. Sorry, I had to like for a moment. So what I definitely think is this is crazy to me. Oh, I also did want to say maybe this goes something with, I meditated right before I did this reading and I asked like, you know, what do you want me to say? Like I was getting channeled messages and I said, what do you want me to say? And what I got was, we are all one. We are all the stars. The stars do not represent us. We are all the stars. And so, oh, everything's moving. Sorry, guys. And so, we're all the stars. That's why I was like, both of these, if these were two people, I would think that they're both wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Like very fruitful. I wouldn't think one is over the other in the sense, because she has one pentacle that could equal as much as her pentacles, but it's just like they both look like they work hard. I don't even try to like, you know, compare them in that sense. And so hers does look a little bit more fruitful over here though. But she has like a whole line, like I said, queens, they have like, they run. Anywho, near here, there. Also with, like I said, the threes on the board. The Three of Wands representing, you know, movement forward, like wanting to move forward. And the Three of Swords is almost like being heartbroken for the third time. It's like, it's also like disappointment, you know, too. Like, and it's more of like I think a lot of people like to associate it with love, but I think it's also associated with like dreams and hopes and, you know, things that are more heartfelt. Like it could be like, oh damn, this is the third time reaching for my goals and this is not what it is. And so I think what I had with the channeled messages earlier is it's like, stop comparing ourselves, you know, to what we think is great, because whatever we're doing at the moment is great. And all of us are stars, you know, and it has to be real enough. It's just like, just as much as you believe in the stars that are in the sky, you have to believe in you wanting to do something or having a passion in something, or, you know, taking like that step forward. And so you can feel like this right now, like you do want things to move forward. You do want to look in a different sense because you are maybe let down about a situation or something didn't fall through. You know, but it doesn't matter what happens. Both of these women, or, you know, two versions of these people, are still great. Okay, but I do want to clarify some stuff. And so usually I don't really do my readings like this. I do, you know, present, past, future. Let's see what's going on in the future sense of like, you know, what are some things the collective can be expecting. Okay, look, and the Lovers card. So you could be having, you know, like a connection with somebody soon, whether it's like a friend, maybe you can be meeting up with somebody who you haven't seen in a long time, or someone that you really care about. You could be getting in like a commitment with someone. Can I have some clarification? Okay, this is like definitely someone from the past for sure. Look at that. Someone could be hitting you up. It is Valentine's Day that's coming up. They still look lost. I mean, I'm just saying, they still look lost. They don't know. They don't know. Look. The Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it's somebody from the past and they're thinking about sending a message. It could be multiple people. It's someone that you're really not feeling though. Like the feelings are definitely gone. They are not mutual. But they are thinking about offering something to you. But you know, when people say that, let me be specific for you of like what the offers are. Oh, do you want to come kick it? No. Do you want to come smoke? Let me see. Small offer like, oh, can I get your number so we can like text? These are like small offers, you know. It's not like there's nothing in their cups. I don't see anything in his cup. And his horse isn't even really going anywhere. He's going slow. And then also there's a fish in his cup. And so unless that's a magical fish, you know, I really don't know. The girls who get it, say. Okay. So it is going to catch you off guard with this energy of the Eight of Swords. And you're gonna probably like, oh my God, what should I do? But like, I've been ignoring people, to be honest with you guys. I've personally been ignoring people because, yeah, what? And so, what's some advice though? Let me see. This was all wonderful. I'm glad I could give you guys this message. Not all my readings are going to be the same because sometimes the message needs to be like relayed and it can't always, I can't take forever. I do have, if you guys do want to book a reading with me so I can get deeper into, you know, what's going on, I would definitely appreciate that. Go ahead and follow me on Not Your Average Coco on Instagram, and just hit me up. And yeah, what's some advice? Today is February 2nd, 2022. There's been a lot of synchronicities today. Like every time I look at the clock, it's something different. So I was like already at the bottom of the deck making choices. Oh man. Okay, the star. Oh man. Any more messages? I was going to stop the reading at like 22 minutes and 22 seconds, but I'll go over for you guys because, you know, it's worth it. Okay, let me give you some messages. So first I have the Page of Cups, the Star card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Strength again, the King of Swords again, and then the Seven of Wands. And so already I can sense that it's like you're just so done. You're so fed up. You daydream about like a life that you want, but you don't necessarily know how to get there. But you have like these intuitive thoughts and you're so cool. And you're trying to like battle this beast inside of you because this, like, that's the Strength card, is really battling, like not doing things the same way and not being able to like, or not judging people and not, you know, putting yourself out there in a sense where you're giving too much or too little, you know. So you're really trying to find that balance, and that's what that's about. And you're in your head again about what you can do. Can I get some advice? I'll pull the Alice in Wonderland cards to see if like when, you know, we have the Queen of Cups. Hey, again, I like that. So really focusing on yourself. I do think that the people around you could really like influence, like make it or break it type deal. So my advice is to hang out by yourself a little bit more. Just do business as business and keep it at that. And yeah, that's really what it's about, you guys. I do want to say we do have the Star card here and the Page of Swords. It just, for me, what I'm getting from this is you're irritated right now. But you might not be irritated. You just might be like overworked. I use like different vocabulary. You might just be overworked and just not feeling right, and things just feel off. And this could definitely be, you know how like, you know, people say you have like roller coasters in life. This could just be like the small like downhill, like little baby like roller coaster where you have to go down a little bit before you go back up. And imagine this is way better how you feel right now. You can bring yourself up by acknowledging and being aware of how you feel right now to try to make changes in the future. Whereas, you know, some people's are a little bit like, well, it's all the way down. And then they have to bring themselves back up. And that's heavy. I don't know if you guys ever did a pull-up before. Or me. But yeah, let's get, that was your advice. So I know that you're in like this mode, but just know that all situations pass. I really want to get into what's going to be happening. We're not even in like the new year yet. We're still, wait, you have to wait till spring. The spring equinox is, you know, the new year. So what are the messages that we have? Oh yeah, I was going to ask about, yeah, that what's going to happen, right? As like that intervention, you know, like what is that? What is it going to bring forward? Like, I was like, what? Okay. What messages do you have? Let me do this way. What messages do you have for the collective? Okay, I'll do one more. And if not, I'll just pull in. What messages do you have for the collective? Oh, okay. So flow. Oh, look, I was just doing that. Go with the flow. So I'll hold this here. And this is like the New Orleans Oracle deck. The number is 28, flow. Sheesh. It's all the way at the end. Okay. So flow. Flow is the natural balance of all beings and things. The movement of the ocean and the cycles of the moon are all perfect examples of flow. They are ever changing without judgment and of fluid form. Much like the ocean, the human experience of flow can be rather unpredictable. However, it is always as it should be. It is time for you to be aware of what your flow is without judgment. This can mean anything from a minor change in daily habits that will put you more at ease. Look, I was saying, okay, to major decision concerning career that may lead to a huge positive shift in your life. Look. Okay, staying in your flow simply requires the awareness of how your energy is affected by your thoughts or experiences, and choosing the thoughts or experiences that feed into the flow instead of taking you out of it. Ah, that's so crazy. I feel like the people that I watch, like I watch other YouTube videos, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, that's so crazy that she pulled that card and she was just talking about it. But I mean, that kind of like sum things up for you, you know, like you really have to just like ride the wave for right now until it changes, and then ride on that wave, because eventually I'm gonna give you guys the key that a lot of people don't know, and no one's like really watching my YouTubes right now. So the people who are, you're gonna get put on. When you ride the wave, you don't always have to ride the wave and get off. You can decide to jump on another wave so you can keep being on top. But who's gonna really catch that, you know? I want to be on a TV show and be like, yo, I said this a year ago and like nobody was watching me. Okay, so the message I have is use your time well. I'm not doing this right now. I'm not really using my time well right now because, I mean, I work, and then I also have another card that came out. I work, and then I also choose a lot of my time to sleep because I like that. And then it says, wake up, it's your moment. Okay, so yeah, I'm snoozing on myself, and that's why I'm trying to make these videos for you guys. It took me 4 days to get like this message to you, and I'm sorry. So use your time well, number 24. Someone could be wasting your time by asking questions they have no interest in answering. People not listening, or repeatedly asking for assistance but not heeding advice. Someone wishes to take up a great deal of your time in order to feel more important, listened to, and cared about. Set your boundaries. Oh, sorry, you guys. I don't know. I was all the way over there. Dang, that's a good one. That's so crazy, because I definitely realize when somebody's wasting my time immediately. Like I give them 2 to 3 chances, and maybe that's too much. But it's also like I fuck up on people sometimes just because I be like, oh, this is too much for me. I can't do this right now. So I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Anyways, number 25. Number 25. Oh, shit. That was the next page. 24, 25. Wake up. a rude awakening, being asked to deliver before you are ready, being present and fully engaged with what is happening around you, making a contribution, being assertive despite your gentle nature. I was going to say general, but gentle nature, insisting on being able to tell your story, making your moment count, sharing with others who are ready to listen. And that's why I started doing like tarot, and I'm going to be doing like more of like a vlog for you guys. Hopefully on Tuesdays. Hopefully I can make some time. If not, like I could do it at night. I just know my ideas are really fresh like in the morning. But I hope you guys like this reading. This is like literally 30 minutes and it was just 22 seconds, so I could have ended it, but that's okay. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye.